that. And can I go ahead and that bit there went right into the stream. That bit there went right into the stream. Y'all gonna have to forgive me on this mic too. Like if you can't hear me on the mic, I know you can hear me in my headphones. You should be able to hear me in the headphones. Y'all gonna have to forgive me on this mic too. You know, just like if you can't hear me on the mic. I was used to using the Yeti. Hear me in my headphones. I didn't realize how low my voice is. Y'all gonna have to forgive me on this mic too. You know, just like if you can't hear me on the mic. I was used to using the Yeti. Hear me in my headphones. I didn't realize how low my voice is. Y'all gonna have to forgive me on this mic too. You know, just like if you can't hear me on the mic. I was used to using the Yeti. Hear me in my headphones. I didn't realize how low my voice is. Y'all gonna have to forgive me on this mic too. You know, just like if you can't hear me on the mic. I was used to using the Yeti. Hear me in my headphones. I didn't realize how low my voice is. Oh shit, yeah, we can't have that echoing back. We're gonna get this running right, man. Let me get this shit straight. Yeah. I think I got everything running. Shit. I appreciate you for bearing with me. Now I think I can bring the show on how I wanted to. You feel me? Bring it on with that energy. Bring it on with that energy. You feel me? Let me bring that down screen back up. What we finna do? And we want to play. Yeah. 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 Let's get it. I'm in it. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get it. Man, I be so dented, I'm all in my feelings. Can you help me heal it? If sky's the limit, then I'm on my mission to tear down his image. That black and white different, we all got opinions, but what is the difference? When life come for circle, we live out our purpose to take care of the kiddies. I used to want stars in the ceiling, but now I'm a star, I can feel it. I know how to play my position. I used to go hard in the trenches, but now I be making a smarter decision. I gotta take care of my daughters, you feel me? I used to ride bitch, now I'm starting my nigga. That feel of hell, let me so heartless and bitter. I'm kidding, you know I be tripping. I never could fall out my pivot. I need me a play with the eat. My boys will be making the queef. You know I'm a beast. I got your whole lost in the seat. She keep the legs open for me. She got a crypto Chris in the building, baby. Let's fucking go. I make the boys see up to everybody out there. I pick and I roll to find us a no, not no Reggie. I heard that you scared when you better be. More faith in the sesame seed. I'm wanting the better of things. Only be rolling the best of the trees. Manifesting my destiny brings all the things that I connected to be. If you thinking I nigga testing to see, I'm well protected like them animal be. When danger, I run with them bangers. I come off the hit with a thank you. 21 guns, went down to my ankles. I got your girl sending me anger. She telling me daddy to spanking. You think that I'm playing? She wanna go ham on the baby. I know you hear what I'm saying. I'm making them bands. For then I got down my hand. 20 he give me them bands, bitch. I hear shout out to my mom too, but you know she be sleeping and stuff. So that's something else I was gonna get into today. I'm gonna talk about my mom, a little bit about my pops. You know what I'm saying? Not really focus too much on them because they show about me. They show about well runners. They show about you. They show about all of us, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's really about running this web though. Y'all gonna find out why I call it web runners in a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? We got some track stars out here. We got some web runners now. You feel me? That shit means something. Let's get it, baby. For real. Hey, that was my single that I had dropped on the Didn't Feels music comp. I think I did pretty good on that one. I ain't made a like a track in a minute, dog. Like that was my first time recording myself, so you know that shit. It was a different experience. I liked it though. Like I really liked it. Like I did it on my iPad. I did it on this shit right here, boy. Like, I'm so blessed for this one right here too, boy. I put in work for this shit, right? I put in work for this shit. If it was 2G, but I felt like I needed it, man, cause shit. You know, as an artist, and especially when you trying to build yourself up, you gonna have to start investing into the equipment that you need. You know, shit, you can't make no money without spending money, of course. I know you done heard that saying before. A little bit dry there. I have to holler at my doctor. tell him we need a little bit more humidity in the area. You smell me? You smell me? I'm sorry about this, Mike, y'all. I like to move while I'm talking. That's another reason why I was like, yeah, that'll be more appropriate. I like to move around. I had to invest in that M7. Either way it go, I'm gonna do my thug this on my budget, but I'm gonna get there. We're gonna get it shining. All right, so Origenicis, man. This episode it's really to break the ice with me and the community. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people jump into this space, and we come with the whole anon approach. Me, I came straight out the gate. Like I just started rocking the PFPs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I came straight up out the gate with the mentality like, shit, I am who I am. Like I ain't never really like thought of nothing else. I didn't use pictures and stuff as my profile photo, but it's all based on my mood. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't found out about NFTs until like last year around March. I think that's my first time coming in contact with NFTs, and I actually purchased off rip. Like my first few purchases was on the Wax ecosystem. Most people don't even know about Wax. I'll get into that later. But yeah, I caught my first few NFTs on Wax. And then, like, I was heavy in VV and Top Shot. Actually, I lied. My first NFT was Top Shot. I got my first NFT from a pack of Top Shot. I spent $14. Caught a fucking rising star, Devin Booker. And from there, it was like history. I had seen my first flip from that. I spent $14. I flipped that Devin Booker for $144. And I told my dog about that. Now, mind you, my partner at the time, he was the one telling me about Ethereum, and he had told me about Ethereum and Bitcoin like last year, like right before the holidays, right around turkey time. And I ain't know what the hell this nigga was talking about. I really wasn't focused on that shit. I was trying to like focus on finding me a gig to sit up here and finance my dream. Cause my dream, like y'all know my name, Chef Crypto Chris. Like my passion is in cooking. Like I love cooking. I am a chef at heart. I don't have the credentials, but I do have the experience. So don't let that statement fool you. You taste my food, you're gonna fall in love for real. I change the whole mood, boy. But so he told me about Ethereum and Bitcoin. He sent this video. What is Ethereum? Basically, some geeky little white dude with glasses. I can't even remember what the name of the show was, but yeah. So I watched the video and I still ain't understand this shit. He was like ether, and like the way he was describing this shit was like, it was like, okay, I guess I get the concept of digital money. Nah, not really. But I was just like telling my dog, like, yeah, I understand it and shit. Just like let him know, like, yeah, I watched it. Because I did watch the shit, but I ain't understand what the fuck I was watching. So, like, I don't really know what had tripped me out. But I think it was when that nigga had told me he had like 40 racks just like put up. Now, mind you, I've been like following a little bit what he been doing. I know he been running it up. He was running it up doing this thing like on the insurance tip. You know, he was doing insurance agent and stuff. But like I wasn't really aware of how he was sitting until he wind up like low key flexing his bag one day, and I was like, well, damn, like what the fuck, like how the fuck you wind up getting 40 bands in Bitcoin, like bitch, like damn, you damn near the whole Bitcoin, boy. You in this round of time when Bit was like 55, that boy almost had a whole one, boy, on everything. So, I don't know what happened, man. Something triggered me in fucking February last year, like at the end of February. I'm working for the little tax people into it, and I'm doing like the work at home stuff. Man, my wife, you know what I'm saying, we was sitting down doing our thing, and next thing you know, I was really like, it's kind of conflicting with how we communicating, because like, you know, she on the phone, I'm on the phone, and like we both taking phone calls. Now, mind you, in a call center, a normal call center now, it's totally fine to have
13, 14 other motherfuckers sitting next to you. It's no problem. But when you working from home, they expect your environment to be quiet. They don't expect no noise to be happening. If you get noise, you get like on your QA, like they knocking off the merits and shit. So it's really like working from home. It has major perks, but it's like they be trying to be more strict on certain situations as well. So, you know, I wound up just deciding it really wasn't for me. But what pushed this decision even further was I wound up jumping into VRA in vet last year, right? So boom, I wound up reading about vet. Vet fucked me up, right? So as I'm reading about vet, I was just like, what the hell is like a blockchain system? You know what I'm saying? I started diving into that. But the more I dove into it, I was like, you know, this is more than just a blockchain system. This is like a logistics, a management supply management system. I ain't know nothing about track or none of the other cryptocurrencies or nobody like that at the point in time. I just thought like Vet was like really the only person outside of fucking Amazon and Walmart and all these other people that's trying to sit up here and do it. But I was like, I felt like Vet reach could stretch further, and I feel like that's what the blockchain can do ultimately. You know what I'm saying? I'll dive a little bit further into that another time. But yeah, I mean, the potential of the blockchain and the potential of Web3 in general and decentralization and just what we have here with this technology is insurmountable. You know what I'm saying? And in order for us to really leverage this and actually get the mass adoption we looking for, we got to start providing some like real use cases. Motherfuckers be crying about utility and shit all the time in NFTs and stuff, but like real use cases, like what I'm talking about, like all right, so boom, I was working with Fractal and stuff. And shout out to Fractal, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate the opportunity and everything I had learned. While I was working with them, I seen that it was an opportunity to remove the power from like big tech and place it into the user's hand with, you know what I'm saying, giving people the opportunity to control their data and pick and choose who they want their data to go to and this, that, and the third. So to break down the logistics of it, basically their formula, you were going to get paid to web browse, and according to your web browsing, it kind of I don't want to sit up here and put my foot in my mouth about what their process is, but it's almost like they were doing the scanning through the advertising and kind of like allocating the ads that you see for you versus it being Google or something like that. But really, you're in control of like what you see to a degree. So I don't want to really be talking on shit. Like I studied it for so long, but now that I'm talking about it, it's like it. I never really got the full functionality of I was in control of the data per se, and I'm guessing that's features that's going to be further down the line. But I'll use something that I just recently started using with the Brave browser. Everybody familiar with the Brave browser? If you're not, go check them out. I know that process in itself is something similar to what Fractal was trying to sit up here and accomplish and what their aim is. But basically, the user is in full control of how they browse on the internet and what you see as far as ads coming your way. You get paid for browsing. Like it's super secure. I don't know why I don't use it more, man. I'm just so accustomed to using Google. Like I still be letting them sit up here and siphon and fucking silo my damn data. It's a force of habit, man. And like we got to start breaking these habits that ain't good for us. Like I know, I know how engage certain activities still ain't helpful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm big on pushing health as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's very mandatory that we sit up here and hold ourselves accountable at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So a little bit about me, my backstory. Chef Crypto Chris. Like I said, I'm a chef. me, my mom, and my sister. It was pretty much that was who all it was. When I was growing up, I grew up in a house full of girls. Man, I pretty much seen it all in that category. I love my mom and my sister to death, dog. Like, I try to talk to them on a regular basis, man. If you're not talking to your people, dog, like, I ain't want to sit up here and preach, but y'all know, like, this shit ain't forever. We out here thugging. You know, we doing what we do. We got to make sure that we taking care of the ones that we love. Shout out to them. Like, look out for them. Get them a shout. Shoot them a message. Send them a little video. It don't matter, man. We out here making all this content and shit. You got time to sit up here and check on your people, dog. If you're not, man, you need to tighten up. Shit, Chef telling your ass to get your ass on it, boy. Pick up that phone right now. Call your mama. Tell her you love her. Shit, I don't give a fuck what y'all done went through. Because trust me, man, my mom dudes done went through the most. And I love that lady to death. I'm a bang about her on everything, on me. But yeah, okay, so young age, dog. Yeah, I ain't do this episode to have no pity party or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's been it's been a doozy of a 34. Yeah, I'm 34. Yeah, I be having to do that, boy. I been here that long, boy. But after you hit 30, boy, you be forgetting them bitches on everything. But yeah, excuse me. Okay. So with that being said, of course, I'm my 80s babies. Shout out to my 80s babies. Gang, gang. Y'all already know what time it is. Yeah. So, I am from Florida, as you can see. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking the whole time I didn't test. Y'all know, you got to do your testing and stuff. If you ain't out here testing, you're driving reckless, and I ain't got time. I got enough reckless, and they ain't been on me already. You know what I'm saying? For real. And that's just from being young and dumb, you know what I'm saying? And making poor decisions and figuring that, you know, I felt like certain situations was better for my livelihood. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? If I ain't do what I did when I did, I wouldn't be here talking to y'all last night, you feel me? So we just gonna let that be. But yeah, as you can hear, yeah, I done had my share of run-ins with opposition in life, but I have overcame everything and every obstacle that has come in my path, and I plan on conquering this motherfucking Web3. The goal of Web Runners is to create a safe and educational environment for all new people that's on board and into this space, because there's way too many. I had to look at the camera to let you know how I'm feeling about this shit, because I done got scammed one too many times, and it's way too many of y'all motherfuckers out there. And I hope you watch this shit, and I hope you sit up here and you play with me if you want to. I hope that. I really hope that. Nah, not really, but for real though. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I just heard about a scam. Like, I just got into this amazing project. I'm gonna get into a lot of shit today. Like, it look like I'm gonna be all over the place, but you know, that's what this is my. Let me stop right here and let me make it perfectly clear. This shit will be ran how I want it to be ran. I do not have no script. I don't plan on having no script. We going off a topic. I'm going to do my best to stay on topic as much as possible for the first 30 minutes of the show. And like I said, it's interactive AMA. So the remainder of the show, I'm going to open it up like we do on Twitter Spaces, because that's how we get it popping, man. I know I ain't got nobody up in the crowd right now, but I'm going to keep on pushing, because this is how motherfucking greatness is built, dog. This is how shit is created. This is how brands is built. Like, and nigga, I want it better than anything. Man, I got kids to feed, dog. Like, we just gonna put it like that. I ain't gotta sit up here and keep on going at that level. I'm gonna let you see by my work ethic. Anyway, let's get back into it. Scams. We had a person in project I just recently joined, Chibi Labs. Shout out Chibi Labs. Shout out Sposter. Shout out Fab. Shout out 3500, aka Sniper Bot. Rich ass motherfucker. Shout out y'all, man. But somebody just recently fucked over one of my community members, dog. And these motherfuckers hacked our Discord. Y'all know people been hacking Discords and stuff. So somebody hacked the Discord and pretended to be Fabs, kicked all the admin and the devs out. They locked everybody out. They booted everybody. I believe they booted me. I still had like access, and I could see general stuff, but I ain't had access to no channels. So maybe I wasn't like kicked out. I don't know. Maybe I ain't make that much of an impact to their ass. They ain't know I was in the Chibi Raiders and shit. But bitch, soon as I seen that shit go down, I was right up in Raiders with Sposter. Sposter was on it, like fast as hell. Like the team responded very well. And when you in this space, you want to be fucking with people. You want to invest your time, your money, your effort into people who make those types of efforts, dog. Because if you got a motherfucker that's sitting up there and they see y'all shit getting fucked up and y'all done got took over, and then like you done got took over, and then a motherfucker then got some people in your community, bro. And I apologize for sweating, man. When I be smoking gas, like that shit just be happening. So you looking at me right now, you see, you like, damn, that nigga need I ain't got no towel. They left me hanging. And I'm just gonna sweat it out, baby, and hope this air dries off me soon. But yeah, like we got some people that got hit in the Discord, and it's crazy because like these dudes, they must have been camped out and watching certain mannerisms and how people talk and stuff, and they had to be pros, man. I agree with Spots on that. The way they did it and how fast they pulled it off and how they maneuvered, they was on some pro shit. Like they already had the website up. They had everything running. And like when I said they kicked off the admin, they dropped everybody off. They knew how to do all that. They kicked everybody that knew how to move in it. They kicked everybody with some authority out of the Discord. Like, and they had to like join back in. And when they joined back in, they had no admin authority. They took that shit from everybody. And it happened so fast. And I was watching it as it was happening. And then a couple of people was responding, dang, I clicked the link. Dang, I clicked the link. And I was like, what link? Like, they wind up, the team, by the time I wind up jumping back in the Discord, the team wind up taking over. That's just how fast it wind up, like, they got control of the situation, but not before people. Like, bro, y'all got to be careful with these Discord notifications on and stuff. I know you want to catch every fucking detail and you don't want to miss no giveaways. I get it. I understand. I don't want to miss no free shit neither. But, bro, don't be sitting up there rushing to Discord every time you sit up there and get a message, man, because I'm pretty sure if I'm 100% right on this, I said 100%. That sounds narcissist. But look, if I'm right on this, man, the dude seen the notification pop up on his phone, and then boom, he wound up clicking that shit, and he thought it was from the team. He wound up clicking the link. He ain't even think, like, it wasn't even a second thought just to go ahead and do it, because the motherfuckers was posing as Fab. So like, you would have thought it was the same thing too, I guess. Like, I don't be on some, like, I don't know, man. When I seen the shit, in my opinion, it looked at scammers, and I was like, even though I said they was watching how they talk, I was like, the team ain't never did nothing like that. So even if somebody is mimicking how your team communicate or some shit, you still gotta also be aware, damn, have they ever did some random ass shit like this? Like, do they do like random drops? Is this they MO? If it's they MO, then you gotta, I mean, you might have to take that chance. If I was you, I'd still verify with the team. Hey, yo, what's up with this? Cause like, usually the only things that's time of the essence is when you trying to mint, dog, or you trying to snipe some shit off the floor. Like, they usually give you a big enough time frame in a Discord giveaway or anything that's related to Discord to get in and do what you need to do. Like, it's really no rush for Discord stuff. So when you dealing with Discord or anything outside of shit, when you dealing with anything in Web3, dog, take your time. Slow down. Take your time. Like, I understand it's a fast-paced pace, man, but you also got to be aware of what the fuck you doing, dog. Like, you can't be moving so fast that you hitting these transactions, because I just sent money to the wrong, like, I just sent money to a fucking contract account that's for the token on on BSC on Binance, and I was having like trouble saying BCS or BSC. I was trying to say it the right way, but on Binance Smart Chain, and I sent the money. I sent my BNB to the damn contract, and I hit the devs up, and I'm like, bro, can I get my money back, or can I get the token? And they was like, man, it ain't nothing we can do, and all this and that, and they, I mean, it was an instant shutdown. So like shit like that is red flags, cause like I ain't even gonna lie, like I was in a situation where that's all I had at the point to sit up here and invest with and play, and to play with at the point in time, cause I hadn't got. I think I was still waiting on my taxes and shit, and it was some other shit. I don't know. Don't nobody like getting played up out of like $400-500 though. Like I don't give a fuck. Like they could have gave me the token. Like I done seen too many communities make situations right that somebody telling me no in a situation like that. I was naive and I was green to the space though. So I can't do nothing but take it on the chin. But now I know better. Like it ain't no like nah, bro. Like if you do something like that, then we finna talk about this whole project, and then you gonna have to worry about the community and the SEC eventually, because like people be thinking like y'all able to just scam, especially if you over here in the States, but that scamming stuff, you might get away with it for a little while, just like all them people with them PPP loans over the last couple of years with all this damn, these damn stimulus checks and everything that they've been dropping. Everybody that been playing with these folks and their money, evading taxes, everything. Like, they is not gonna be playing with your ass once they get the caseload knocked down. That's all I'm gonna say on that. And that ain't me being the police. That's just me being motherfucking aware that you can't be out here doing dirt, dog. Like, I ain't sitting up here. I ain't mad that I ain't get the shit. Like, nah, it is what it is. Don't get me wrong. I could have used 50,000, 10 grand, whatever, like extra few dollars in my bank account. Like I said, I got kids, dog. It's always a need for extra dough in this situation. But like, hold on, y'all. It's not receiving enough video. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry for breaking in right there. I know this is my podcast, but I'm trying to figure out what the hell they talking about with this error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Bro, I got everything turned off. Y'all got everything y'all need. I don't want to hear that. You better get right. You better get right, baby. I'm closing everything. Every other. Like, it ain't nothing open with the internet. Open widget. Well, I don't know, man. They must be up in the other room streaming. I'm sorry if the stream get messed up, y'all. You know, like I said, this is my first episode, so we're gonna work out the kinks on this one. We're gonna make sure this shit right. But the show keeps going, man. We're gonna keep it rolling, dog. So yeah, the damn scam happened in Chibi Labs, and dude got hit for like mutant ape, and it had unclaimed ape on it, and dog, like I'm sick for him, man. Like I don't even know the details. Supposed to just mention like just that alone. That's all supposed to mention. I'm smart enough to know like anybody that had enough ape to claim, that had an ape to claim some ape. Like, bitch, you got 30,000 ape right now, but you got like $40,000 right now, something like that, man. Like, matter of fact, I gotta look it up, so I ain't sitting up here just blowing smoke out my ass. That's what this show is for. We gonna make sure we got all the right facts, but ain't no need to sit up here and act like I ain't got the resources right here. So if your ape gave you 3,000 to claim, boy, yeah, 3,000 ape coin right now is damn near 50 grand, boy. Ain't nobody on this earth. I don't give a fuck who you is, but I don't give a fuck how big your bank is, but ain't nobody on this earth gonna sit up here and just be like, I don't want $50,000. You keep it. Bitch, you sound stupid. I don't give a fuck, boy. But even no, grandma, I can't. You about to rug me on host. I can't talk. I'm sorry, y'all. I hope I didn't get rubbed. My granny trying to call me. Everybody want to call now. I'm going live, y'all. I done sent out the links. Look, excuse me. Let me pull my screen back up so I can see what I'm doing. Look, I have sent out all the links, bruh. I done sent out everything. I told y'all I was going live. At what time? Y'all better catch me on the airwave and get up in my comment box and come run these views up and support me. You don't be playing with my damn time right now, Granny. I love you. But right now, it's brand builder time, baby. We got to go, baby. Let's get it. All right. So, yeah, with the scammers and shit, dog. We ain't got time for that, man. We gonna keep it pushing, man. Cause they was moving fast as hell. Y'all be careful out there, dog. That's all I was getting in, man. Be careful, man, cause like this shit, it do be the wild wild west out here, dog. Like I got popped last year, decent. Like I don't even want to sit up here and fake the front. Like nigga just was like, I made some plays. Don't get me wrong, I made some 5 plays, but it's just like. And at the end of the day, that shit wound up not being there because I kept on chasing. I ain't have no formula. Like I ain't have my shit all the way together. And I'm still like, you know what I'm saying, getting it together. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still making sure that I'm building a portfolio that's respectable enough that something happened to me that my kids and shit gonna be taken care of. They gonna be straight. And like I was sharing in the spaces recently, like a lot of people don't be focusing on that aspect, but y'all gotta make sure that y'all setting shit up for when something does happen to you. If something happened to you while you out here on Web3, man, you don't want to put yourself in a situation that your folks can't get access to that shit. I don't give a fuck what type of person you is or how your people was or whatever, man. You can't take that shit to the grave with your dog. That's green, bro. Like we got too many people out here starving. We got too many people out here that could utilize those funds in a better way, and just hope that if you do got seeds and you leave it to your seeds that they, you know what I'm saying, do something good and bring something positive out of that shit. Cause that's the goal, dog. Like the goal is to set up something that is going to create a lasting effect and longevity in life. So, who is Chef Crypto Chris? Like I said, I'm a chef. I love cooking. Born in the 80s, baby. You know what I'm saying? I got several siblings. I got 1, 2, 3 living sisters that I know of. I gotta say it like that, dog. That I know of. And rest her soul, Cricket. I got one sister that's no longer with us. She passed before I was born, so I never got an opportunity to meet her. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I know she looking down. She proud of me because I finally did it. Like I kept on, like it was gonna get to a point, y'all, that I was gonna keep on procrastinating about this and procrastinating. I wasn't gonna never get this shit done. I wasn't gonna never go live. I wasn't gonna never get to the point of being satisfied or feeling like I had the resources that I needed, because I still don't got now. I'm a far away from having the resources. I just wound up getting like the lighting and making sure I'm able to record and got this mic. And like I said, I don't like being that close up on this damn mic like that. I like to be able to move. That Yeti, I was able to be back here, all that. And I wasn't having to like, it ain't like I'm yelling right now, but I'm throwing my voice like more than I'm not able to chill like I want to. So, you know, that's not the baddest mic. If I had the right setup and the interface and everything, this bitch probably be on point like I wanted to, but I don't got it like that. So in the price range and like I said, for what I need, the Yeti is where it's at. But anyway, oh yeah, none of this shit sponsored. I ain't doing this. I said that because I don't want y'all to think I'm out here shilling nothing. Ain't nothing, no shills tonight. Nothing on this podcast is financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. If anything, we can label it as motivational speaking and life skills like PR, communications, broadcasting. Like just think of it like when you hear Steve Harvey in the morning, and now you hearing Chef Crypto Chris in the nighttime. And like I'm gonna rock your ass to sleep with this Bear White. Like I told you, boy, I'm gonna put some of y'all to sleep, boy. Y'all gonna love this show, boy. But boy, cause I got the voice for you. But anyway, let's get into it, man. Like I said, we got to this point right here now because I felt the need to create a lasting legacy for my kids. You know what I'm saying? I got some kids that's aspiring to do some great things, man. My oldest, she wants to be like a YouTube sensation, and I'm all for it. I record as much as I can. I really haven't built the page and stuff. I need to focus on that too. Like sometimes she wants to do it, and then like she likes to imitate other people. So I kind of like, I'm not stifling her per se, but I want her to be her own person. I don't want her like, you know what I'm saying, like imitating A for Adley or trying to do Adley's routine. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to explain to her like you kind of gotta set your own thing up because like you're unique and you're able to create. I see you all the time creating. So when you get on camera, you don't got to do what you see other people doing on camera. Basically, that's what I'm getting at. Cause I know my child and I see her creativity and I see it blossom out every day. And I just want her to be great at what she is, just like I'm going to be great at what I do. And you need to be great at what you do and quit following the leader. You feel me? For real, because there's too many monkey see, monkey do ass motherfuckers out here, man. Especially on this blockchain, especially in Web3, dog. Like that's why a lot of these trends and these waves, and right now it's code of this and code of that, and it's ENS this and ENS that. Hell yeah, I'm on the wave. I got 3577.8 for a reason, bro. I got that motherfucker because it is a very rare coda on a barren wasteland that is waiting for its owner to claim it. And once that motherfucker claiming it, they want to begin to do commerce on that land. Y'all gotta understand. I'm thinking on some big brain shit. It might fall through, it might not. If it do, but we eating. I got that bit list for 35E. He might try to lowball. They might try to come with a few E. I might accept the low off. But it ain't gonna be nothing that's gonna sit up here and jeopardize what my plan is. You feel what I'm saying? There's certain shit that I get that I'm gonna be diamond hand all the way through and through about that bitch, and that ENS is one of them because I know the value of it, and you know what I'm saying. I understand the value and exchange of wealth to a degree, so I understand that in order for you to get 3577.ETH, hold on, 35778.ETH, excuse me, you're going to have to pay me 35 ETH to be able to conduct your business safely and with the least margin of error as possible. Simply because those 5 digits right there are going to make it very, very easy for you to make sure you get them 35 ETH back. And then some once you open up your store, once you create your tattoo parlor in the metaverse, once you open up your nightclub, I mean, you got an open canvas. You got one of the best land. That's what a lot of people wasn't really fully understanding when they was getting it. Don't get me wrong. All them lands with the resources and shit, them bitches fire. They got their own set of rarities and set of traits too. But the lands that have nothing on it, a lot of people overlook them because, oh, they didn't have a coda, they didn't have all this and that, or they was too far out, or what have you, man. And people not looking at the fact that you're gonna be able to you're going to be able to develop that land how you want to. You have a blank canvas. Therefore, you can create whatever your mind can come up with. So, with that being said, even if you're not the creative, somebody that you know can build it for you. You got enough money, you sitting around here playing around with other side deeds, then you should have enough money or enough foresight, or somebody around you should have enough foresight. Somebody in your team, in your circle, should be able to tell you, like, hey, dude, we can get somebody to build this shit for ourselves, man. Like, I mean, it's gonna be time for that. My hand itching, so y'all know what time it is. Somebody must finna buy that field for, man. I gotta go ahead and move around a little bit and then do some trading around and stuff, man, cause it's just time to get froggy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get froggy. Ain't no love lost on none of my acquisitions. Ain't no love lost with nothing that I do. Don't take my my investment moves as jabs or anything. Let's take it as strategic endeavors and always remember at the end of the day, I got kids. Ain't nothing gonna stop me from making sure that they gonna keep a roof over their head. This little POS that we got right now, I'm thankful for it. I wouldn't change nothing about it because I know it's gonna get better. And once I buy this shit and renovate this bitch, while I'm pumping this damn show up out this motherfucker, we gonna make sure that we do everything that we sit up here and say and we manifest. You feel me? Because that's what it's about. Manifesting your destiny, manifesting your dream. I had to get real on here and let your ass know. I had to look at you and let you know how I'm feeling right now, folks. Like if you on Twitter right now, go tune in to my YouTube channel, dog, so you can see me, man. Come feel me, man. For real, dog. Hey, we gonna make it, dog. Like you want this shit? Like I want this shit. I said I was going live, but I went live on what time I said I was going. Like dog, like I'm not gonna say I'm far from procrastinating, dog. But like when it comes down to shit happens sometimes, man. Like I said, I got fucking kids, man. They like to get my time when I'm sitting up here trapped out in this motherfucking room. I'm in the office all day and I'm focused on building this brand. I got a master plan that's going on in my head and I'm steady, constantly maneuvering. I'm creating content. I'm building for my communities. I'm sitting up here networking for people. I'm putting glue together for motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm doing all this so I can make sure that they straight at the end of the day. That's what this is about, man. They my everything, dog. Like when I had kids, dog, like that's something that like I always had that go getter mentality, dog. I always been on my shit, like, but like I always knew I wasn't a worker, dog. Like I was like, it's not necessarily being in a situation that I have a problem with authority, but I have a problem with how much effort that I put into things and what's reciprocated to me. And I know I ain't got no control over that, but what I do have control over is what I do on a day-to-day basis. And I had to really figure that out. If I keep putting myself in situations, say for instance, if I'm going to this job and I run into this situation where people like to sit up and bullshit on their phones and shit all day while I'm working, and that's just a situation that either I'm going to deal with or I'm going to move accordingly. Same thing with dealing with like this blockchain shit and crypto. Like if I'm doing something at one point in time and it's feeling good or whatever, and then I wind up having to reevaluate shit, like things could have got out of perspective real quick and I have to bring it back into perspective. Like you got to make sure all your moves, they don't got to be as calculated as mine, but you got to be making sure that you doing what's best for not only yourself but for those around you, because motherfuckers is dependent on you. Shit, you depending on you to succeed, and you can't succeed listening to everybody going dealing with all this gossip, like getting caught up in that CT hype, getting caught up in Twitter, what they talking about on Twitter, getting caught up in this and that, because at the end of the day you gonna wind up getting burnt, man. I seen boys that stacked up last year, bro. I was in this group with these jits, man, young cats, dog. They was getting it last year, man. I'm talking about getting that bank, boy. I know for a fact a couple of them hit 6 figures. Like, one of them hit 50 bands like it wasn't nothing. And, like, G shit, that was my goal for last summer. And TBH, I would have hit it and some had I had set on certain fucking, like, that's been my biggest downfall in Web3 so far is learning to time my exit properly, bro. Because I'm either jumping out too early. I'm jumping out of shit too early. It ain't no either none. Like I'm jumping out of shit too early. That just is what it is. Like really on all my plays that I done got burnt on, I done jumped out that shit too early. Like I jumped out of my luck so bad. And I still fuck with the community heavy, but I jumped out of that shit and going to chase a rug, bro. I went and chased Panda Golf Squad. Shout out to my PGS OGs, dog. Like, we got rugged on that shit, and Cookie had bust our head talking about he promised us a dance and all that shit. They wound up cutting mint. Like, this was my first mint, so, like, I ain't know what the fuck was going on. Mind you, my dumb ass, I'm thinking the pandas look better than the fucking apes at this point in time. apes wasn't even on my radar, my nigga. Like if I was thinking right, I should have cashed out and went and grabbed me a fucking ape and just grabbing that bitch. It didn't matter which one I had grabbed. I guess grabbing one that resonated with me. I don't think it would have mattered. It would have fucking been like one of them keepers because pretty much everything I got from that time zone, I wind up keeping. Excuse me. Except the Panda Golf Squad. My skull that I got from Kinsery, still got it. My future gob that I got from Evolving Eye, still got it. So I know how to diamond hand the right stuff. I got my 1-on-1s, dog, and my 9-piecer. Like, I don't think you gonna get nothing harder than that future gob. I seen that bitch. I seen that shit on Rebel. And I started shopping on Rebel. Like, my whole setup, my startup was totally different than a lot of y'all's. And granted, I only been up in this shit a year. But, like, that's a long time in this space, dog. And just imagine, like, NFTs really just started popping. But, like, people had other, like, I don't know what the fuck they was doing before that, cause OpenSea volume ain't started pumping till like last summer, bruh. Y'all go check them stats and them historical datas, but like y'all gotta do y'all research, man. Like I was in the mix when shit started jumping. Like NFTs really took off after Beeple had made that big ass sale, dog. Like motherfuckers ain't even know what an NFT was before then. I had already started like grabbing them bitches. I ain't realized like Vivi was they weren't calling that shit like NFTs at the point in time. Like not really. Like they was just calling this shit collectibles. And I mean, granted, the NFT is a collectible, but the shit was hard with Vivi because they got the AR shit. But guess what? Now it's NFT communities. My bad. It's NFT communities like Chibi Labs. It's NFT communities like I'm a DJ. I'm still shout y'all out, even though you ain't got back to my response holiday. Don't be sitting up there. Don't be sitting up there. Let me make you an offer, man. And y'all doing business like you don't respond neither. I'm gonna call you out on my show. I don't give a fuck. This is my shit. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to. You don't like it, nigga, unfollow me. Like, please unfollow me. On God, unfollow me, because I don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna make me or break me. Like, and I know now when y'all can touch me, I'll meet y'all in NYC. Y'all better have that same energy, too. Oh, God. Because I do have plans on making it. I don't know how to fuck. Right now, the way the bag looking is looking like, damn, nigga, I know I want to go VIP, because that's how I go. Wherever I go. But, like, I don't know. We'll see, man. I want to be there, man. Somebody might do some crazy ass shit. I don't know. Somebody might go ahead and cop this ENS out the strength of ENS shit later on. I'm recording everything. Everything you can play it back. I know y'all gonna watch, kid, because y'all be watching me already. I got a lot of big followers, man. I done paid attention to that shit, dog. So, yeah. I'm gonna pat myself on the back and shout out to me, because I know I've been doing something right over this year. So it's been time to sit up here and bring this to the forefront. I'm finding my level of comfort. I'm finding my flow right now. You see how it's coming together, you know what I'm saying? And this is the reason why I want to do no script, because my mind, I'm that think tank, dog. Like 3500 said, Sniper Bot, you said you that think tank, dog. Like I'm your black counterpart, my brother. Yeah, we can get this think tank going together, bitch. For real. I know you gonna wind up flying me out there wherever the fuck your ass at one of these days. We gonna barbecue or some shit. You know, spots. We'll turn up and go to the bar or something. Make sure I ain't running over no cords, but I can't afford to buy no another iPhone cord, man. These cords are they valuable. They really valuable. You don't want to have those issues, especially doing what I do. I be on my devices all the time. I got to keep my shit charged up. That's why I only put one earpiece in. So hopefully I ain't been getting rubbed. I'm gonna make sure that I'm checking everything. Everything Gucci. It look like everything Gucci, man. I'm gonna have to listen back to this and make sure that I'm being listened to. Like I can hear myself clearly or whatever, cause I have no fucking idea if it's running through. Like I said, this the test run. It ain't nobody on that bitch right now, so it ain't really no big deal if it ain't sounding weird, but it would be nice to know how we sounded. But we gonna make sure we keep on pushing right along through. So, bit. Oh, shit. Bro, we been live for a motherfucking hour. I told y'all the first 30 minutes was supposed to be about the show, but I'm just gonna keep on going. This the after party now, man. I appreciate you for tuning in to the first episode of Web Runners, the Orgenesis. You know, I ain't get too deep, man. We gonna keep on going. Like man, I ain't your average Joe. I'm far from it, but you know what I'm saying. As I started thinking about like really wanting to dive in and shit, I feel like that'll be better for like something on a book or when I get some fucking guest speakers or some shit, you know what I'm saying? And we doing our thug dizzle like that, and I got people up here that I'm able to ping some ideas off and stuff, and you know it comes out organically and naturally. But that's pretty much all we gonna get into today on that tip. I'm gonna keep it rolling though, cause I was vibing on what the hell I was talking about, man. Cause it's a lot of good stuff going on in the community, man. But it's a lot of creep shit too. I need y'all to be aware that everybody that's hollering GM and we gonna make it and friend and all that shit, they ain't your friend, folks. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Like, that ain't my job. Like, but I'm just keeping it all the way 100 with you. Like, you got to make sure that you protecting your energy, yourself, your bag. You protecting what the fuck you believe in. Like, you can't be taking everything that you hear from these people for granted. Like, I could go dive into some shit right now for real, for real. Like, cause that's what this show is supposed to be about, man. But I really want to like stick with the topic and like I'm still trying to figure out the frequencies of this. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing it every day or not. I probably am, dog, because I got the time right now. Like, this is what I do. I'm on Web3 all day, every day. I quit my job last February because I believe that much in this motherfucking space. And I knew eventually I was going to be making that bag out here, like, from what I had to offer, bro. And I got a lot to fucking offer. I'm gonna save a lot of people out here. A lot of pain, a lot of anguish, a lot of fucking money. And like that shit is gonna be reciprocated, dog. Like, I believe that it's some good hearted people out here. Like how I seen Zach XBT, he be getting that bag now cause he be sitting up here dropping them hammers on them scammers, boy. He drop hammers on them scammers, boy. For real, boy. Like, Zach, shout out to you, boy. I appreciate you. I appreciate CoffeeZilla. I appreciate everybody out there. I can't appreciate them old OG rug pullers because, bitch, y'all created a token and did some. Like, it done been some weird people up in this space that done call themselves rug pullers, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Shout out to everybody who motherfucking be calling any scammers out that's about that life, bro, that don't give a fuck about nobody sitting up here having a community or backing, because it be some people following blind, man. I just seen my dog Steve going through a situation recently, dog, where he was talking about Jamster or whatever the fuck that dude name is. That bitch wound up blocking me. I don't care, dog. Like, I know enough about the situation that I remember where the fuck y'all flow was, and I have enough detail and intel to know that what I said and my conviction was right. And I've been paying attention to that dude. Like, all his posts was fucking shills. Like, if you get mad at me and you want to block me because I said all your posts is shill and you be on that shilly shit, what community am I going to do? Like, I mean, it is what it is. Y'all can do that shit if you want to. If that's how you going to farm engagement, then be my guest. I ain't going to farm no engagement. I'm going to keep it a buck on the fuck. I'm going to keep it a buck like Giannis on the motherfucking computer, dog, in Web3 in real life. No matter what, dog. Like, I ain't finna sit up here and sugarcoat shit, man. I ain't got time to sugarcoat shit for what? Like, y'all motherfuckers don't impress me, man. Like, but it ain't even about that. It ain't about not being impressed. Like, I don't have to sit up here and do the unnecessary stuff. And it's a lot of people that don't. Like, that's who you need to be sitting up here diving with in this space. Granted, I know everybody come here for money. But then y'all get caught up in this community shit. And then when the community don't make no money, y'all be wanting to be mad. But like, look, that's why I be like, I was like, you got to change your perspective about this shit. Granted, having a shitty floor price sucks. And then it feels and crash up on the mint. That shit sucks. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I rock with the community hard. I got to do what I got to do. At the end of the day, I said a rary. Now I flip back a little later. It is what it is. Woo-de-woo-de-woo. when you doing what the fuck you got to do out here on Web3, you can't be marrying no bags. Like I done heard that saying so many times. Like, bro, you can't be out here marrying no bags and shit, and you can't be out here listening to these influencer stuff because like that marrying that bag syndrome will get your ass burnt, dog, if you don't know how to make a timely exit. And that's what I was talking about making proper exits. Ain't nothing wrong with supporting the community, but you got to take profit, man. Like OGs tell you that all the time, dog. Like taking profit is mandatory. That shit is fucking mandatory, dog. You got to take profit to secure your motherfucking ass. Cause let's say, for instance, put this in a scenario. Perfect example. Anybody who got in the pudgy pinions last year, and you grabbed them bitches, I'm so sick about them bitches. Bruh, I seen them bitches at .02 ETH. Like, on God, like right after mint, but like they fucking bomb. Like that shit was such a bomb, and all because of that boy Cole and some other shit, man. So like the floor went dumb down, and I was like, fuck, like they cute, but what the fuck is a pudgy penguin? Like, what are y'all trying to do? Y'all got so much fun going on. The next thing you know, man, like I'm talking about 3 days later, them boys was like over an E flow. And that shit was like, it was a reality check. I done had a bunch of reality checks before then and after then, but that was one of the ones that I was like, man, this space be on some other shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I done had some situations with leveraging and dealing with KuCoin and stuff too that you just know, you see blatantly that a motherfucker is set up here and manipulated because it's the same numbers jumping back and forth on the buys, bro. Like a bitch ain't stupid. Y'all motherfucker be sitting up there be trying to case people up in your little 2% of equity that you have that you trying to sit up here and case. And y'all be, I showed myself and I'm also recording myself, so your ass can motherfucking understand this. I don't want you to be sitting up here taking them posts that I be posting. I don't want you to take my looks or the way I communicate or how the fuck any of this operates for granted or minimize. Like, I'm trying to find the right word, dog. I really don't. I don't want you to underestimate me in no way, form, or fashion, dog. It was another word I was looking for. But please don't underestimate what you see, what you hear. Like, dog, I'm very well aware. Like, I'm finna be teaching folks how to read these fucking ether scans, bro. Like, tomorrow's episode, we're gonna set up in Web3 safety. Like, I kind of got a little bit into that today, but tomorrow's episode, we diving head first into Web3 safety. I'm gonna be pushing the show a little bit more, try to get a little bit more activity and some people in the crowd so we can fucking get some questions going and shit, because that's the whole goal of this show. You know what I'm saying? I know this is my first show, and I know this is, you know what I'm saying, a new space that I'm venturing off in, but I have a lot to offer, and I know a lot of you have a lot to offer, and I know it's a lot of people that I have that are friends and followers. I have friends and followers. I'm so sorry about that, y'all. I got kids, and I've told them so many times, bro, that I'm recording, and nobody respects me in this house, so it is what it is. But yeah, that ain't even lit. Yeah, threw me off track for a minute. Yeah, tomorrow's episode is gonna be diving into Web3 safety, onboarding, how to get your MetaMask set up. I see now how I can operate. I really haven't done no moving, but I do see that I have access to my additional screen. You know, I would check some messages and shit, but I ain't finna dox my messages who I'm talking to. You know, I respect my people. Yeah, I see that on the playback on the live. I've been going live for almost an hour, big, and the excellent connection. Yes, sir. What the fuck? Man, y'all hold up and forgive me 1 second, boy. I'm sorry. Shit. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. That shit rigged. That's what you call a nigga rig. It is what it is, though. Well, we gonna work with what we got. Like, like I said, I would have kept on putting it off and putting it off, and I just feel like keeping it more authentic, keeping it more raw, keeping it more real, and letting people see where the Origenesis is at. Because this is part of Origenesis. That's why this episode is the Origenesis. This is the beginning, man. This is the only beginning of our relationship, what we're building right now, what I'm building with this space, what I'm building with life, what I want out of life, man, and what my mission is here. Because ultimately, damn, I knocked the whole chair off. Ultimately, dog, like, I do plan on dropping me a project. I'm gonna start sketching out this idea I got in my head, man, because that well runners really do mean something to me, and like we running for a cause too, right? We running for a cause that is going to bring awareness to lupus and fibromyalgia. That's the autoimmune efficiency disease that my mom has, and she's been diagnosed with that since like '97. So yeah, man, that was like one part of the origin. So I'ma dive into that real quick. Like she was diagnosed and she's been sick since '97. Like I remember, like yesterday, the phone call I had got at the house. Like me and my sister, we got to the house and my mama went there, right? So usually she be there. By the time we get home from work or whatever. I mean, by the time we get home from school, she off work, and this time she wasn't. So I guess I figured like she went to the store or some shit, and come to find out, like she was at the hospital, right, and she had an accident at work. Some boxes had fell. She reached up to grab some boxes, and I guess like her hand was like too weak or something. That's when they first noticed, like, you know, strength deteriorating with how things were going with her and her ligaments. So her muscles start deteriorating. Like, I mean, that's pretty much what the fibromyalgia does. And you know, over the years and throughout dealing with Big Farm and having to deal with, you know what I'm saying, the low end of fucking medical care because she's on Medicaid and shit, that she done took all these damn placebo fucking drugs and been on tabs and shit all her fucking life, that it didn't messed her up even more, caused more complications. So not only does she has like lupus and fibromyalgia, she has other complications from all the different like pills and stuff that she took. So like that's why like I prefer natural remedies, and I prefer, you know what I'm saying, more herbal more herbal concoctions, if you will. But yeah, Mom Deuce, I love you, baby. If you listening, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. I hope that put a smile on your face, for real, for real. You know I'm out here getting it. We're gonna keep on going. I ain't gonna stop, baby. But yeah, she got sick. And from that point on, like I felt like I had to step up and be on some I'm the man of the house type shit. Like I already was, because I'm the only dude in the house. Like it's been us since forever. It was just us. So like when she got sick, I really got on it. But I went about it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Because I decided that I wanted to engage in the activities that I seen around me. The shit I was seeing around me, it wasn't helpful. Like I'm talking about, like, bitch, I grew up in Birmingham. Like we'll just say it like that. And you know, I did some things I'm definitely not proud of in Birmingham. I did some things in my life I'm not proud of, and you know, learning to understand that you made mistakes, looking at yourself in the mirror, addressing those mistakes and those faults, forgiving yourself, asking for forgiveness from whatever the situation was. If you wronged somebody, asking them for forgiveness, like trying to move on, move forward. Like it's been a situation that I ain't even been able to like really like engage in the whole forgiveness aspect, but just like being able to move forward, like knowing that you have made these decisions and now you have to like live with them, but knowing that life moves on, like you have to you have to buckle down. You have to push through. You have to focus on creating better out of that those dark places. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to shed light onto those dark places and move forward. So that's like a lot of the reason why I sit up here and I really am the way I am, because like I've engaged in a lot of foolishness, but I've also engaged in a lot of I've also been a part of a lot of shit that has affected me in a way that I felt like, you know, my biggest thing was I wasn't really into horror movies and stuff. I always watched them, but I ain't get it. I was like, why is it scary to watch somebody kill somebody else? You know, that shit's stupid. But I was always on comedy movies and stuff when it came down to watching movies and stuff, and just like engaging in life in general. I always like crack jokes and kick the bobo and have a good time, because that's what life is about, man. Life ain't about sitting up here being miserable, man, and shit. Like, I try to make light out of situations, not like serious situations, but I try to take a positive outlook on life wherever I go. I'm not successful at this all the time. Sometimes I be having moments where I spaz out. Like, that shit just part of life, man. I mean, I'm working on self every day. It's always self-reflection. It's always self-evaluation day in and day out. I'm focused on building and being a better person and engaging with myself and engaging with the community and learning from you all. Like, so many people I've met over this last year have affected me in a way that I never thought was possible. And I'm talking about from all over the world, man. Like, that's why this space is so important. That's why it's so critical for us to make sure that we're making this place a fucking safe environment for other people. Like, it's no fucking way we can get people to talk about mass adoption. There's no way I can get my sisters in them. Like, I wound up getting one of my sisters to invest in fucking vet, and she made some money on vet, but then she lost some money on vet too. So it's like, you know, like, she probably ain't gonna do this shit no more. But then again, she might, I don't know. But I mean, I feel like it's an opportunity for anybody who's out there in what we consider Web 2, just in IRL, just like in real life. Like, I feel like it's an opportunity for everybody in this world who has any kind of gifts or talents to be able to market them in a way that can be used on Web 3. People are underestimating the power and the capability of Metaverse. People are underestimating the power and the capability of Web 3 and allowing socialization to be decentralized, bro. Like, allowing us to control who the fuck we want to talk to, when we want to talk to, how we want to talk to them, bro. That's what it's about. Like, I mean, everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody ain't gonna like how you say it, what you do, how you do it. Like, so be it. Like, fuck with who you fuck with. At the end of the day, I got love for everybody, but you know what I'm saying? That don't mean I gotta like everybody. I don't like a lot of shit people do every day on this space in life in general. Like, it is what it is. Like, we gotta quit like living in that fake ass facade. Like, that's just, like, don't get me wrong, I'm all about positivity, but don't think that my positivity won't, like, come like get your ass right too for fucking with me. Cause like I don't like having my energy disturbed by foolishness, and I don't like seeing people not being them best selves around me, or doing what you know how to do and being productive and making better decisions for yourself, dog. Cause like, it's all about growth, it's all about prosperity, it's all about building up, lifting one another, it's all about creating unity in the word community. Like, real unity. Like, we ain't trying to use other motherfuckers as exit liquidity and shit, because y'all rich motherfuckers got enough of that shit. And right now, at this point, like, my dog keep on pointing that shit out, and I got to give props where it's due. Steve's one of the one. I mean, I've heard this term before, and it kind of came to my knowledge that this is what's going on. But basically, all the money that's in this space, dog, is just being watched from one person to another, folk. Like, all this shit is going back and forth, man, from patient to impatient, folk. It ain't really no influx of new money coming into this space. All this money is money that been up in here for the last few years, dog. These billions of dollars that's in the blockchain ecosystem, that's in all these different ecosystems, is money that's been here in the last few years. Because motherfuckers is fucking up with the new people that's coming into the space. If you keep scamming the new motherfuckers that come into the space, ain't nobody gonna want to sit up here and stay to try to figure out how the fuck not to get scammed from y'all bitch ass niggas. For real, like, that shit be pissing me off, man, because, like, I went through my share of scam, but, like, y'all get so reckless with the shit, and then the shit I be seeing people fall for be so fucking sad, dog. I'm like, how the fuck did you go for that? But I can't even fault you. I can't point blame or nothing. I can't be judgmental at that shit because I went for dumb shit that I should have set up and been like, I should have paid attention to. Like, it was so many signs in Panda Golf Squad that I shouldn't set up there and spent my money, let alone cash out the rest of my fucking luck. So I cashed out 250 luck. So, boy, like, right before my hands keep itching, boy, give me that bag. But I cashed out 250 luck. So before that shit had went to $40, boy, and when I say I was sick, boy, that shit would have turned like a $500-$600 investment that I did because I had grabbed on them bitches like at $4-$5. Like, that shit would have turned like a $500-$600 investment of 7 bands, but like, when I say that be on some life-changing moves and shit, because motherfucker gotta think, if you do that shit right enough, patiently, bro, you done flip 5 to 7,000, 7,000 to 15,000, 15,000 to 30,000, 30,000 to 70,000. Now you over 6 figures, man. And you only you did like 5-6 flips of the year. You wasn't sitting up here chasing everything every day. I'm not trying to tell you how to invest. I'm not trying to tell you how to sit up here and trade. I'm not trying to tell you how to do shit, bro. That's on you. But I am trying to tell you it's another way. It's different ways of thinking out here. Don't be so linear minded. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so short-sighted on the bigger picture out here. And right now, it is a bearish sentiment going on out there right now. Like, it's bearish as fuck out there on, I guess, a micro. I want to say on a smaller scale. But the grand scheme on the macro look of things, you know what I'm saying? Like, this space is where to be. Like, right now, with NES, NFTs in general, just this whole entire space, like, we are right at the point where Netflix was sending out CDs. They were still mailing you your shit. For those of you who don't know that Netflix used to mail you the DVD to your house, you were still a baby. Because that's how me and my mama used to order our shit and watch the shit after Blockbuster had shut down. And if you don't know what Blockbuster is, you was a baby. For real. Blockbuster, Chuck E. Cheese, all that shit. DC Discovery Zone, all them fun places. Oh, we vibing, boy. I'm vibing by myself, boy. And I love it, boy. Because I know it's going to come in because motherfuckers going to watch this. People going to watch this after. I see I just lost, like, what, 2 followers, too? I love you. You'll be back. But when you do it a situation like this, and this is more so like just a reminder to myself right now. When you doing stuff like this, it may start off small, but you believe in what you have going on, and you believe that you are able to create value, and you come through with that shit. Like, dog, I know this is gonna be value. I know this is gonna change some people's lives. I know this type of interaction, this communication, and my knowledge and my skill set is going to be able to help somebody in the future. And if you are aware of that yourself, you should be offering your services to the world just like I am. Like, I mean, even if you're not, you know, the most sociable person, you got to be able to work around some of those levels of uncomfort, man. Like, some of us need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of us need to get comfortable with making ourselves go through a situation that we know will help us grow rather than running from the growth. You know what I'm saying? You can't run from growth all your life, bro. Like, it's the saying that Les Brown has said, like, I knew I was going to get into this one. I knew I was going to wind up saying this. But, dog, I hope I do this saying justice. Les Brown has said, you don't want to be on your deathbed and have the ghost of your talents asking you, why didn't I use you? Why didn't you use me? Correction. So that's like say for instance, if you like a carpenter, or if you was real good with your hands and you knew you can build, or you knew you was good with the paintbrush, or whatever, like you fight with cutting hair, or you fight doing tattoos, and you good at fixing cars. You get what I'm getting at, bro. If you have those skills or those talents, they gonna be staring at you on your deathbed if you ain't used them, bro. If you ain't walked through life and stand on the stuff that you was good at, and the stuff that you knew you understood how to do, or stuff you had a passion for, or stuff you wanted to do, man, like how do you think you gonna feel when they ask you why you ain't used me? Like what type of feeling you gonna get, like as you crossing over, like damn, like you was that scared not to sit up here and utilize these things, and you never know where those things could have got you or could have took you. You never know what kind of life you would have had, what kind of people you would have met, what kind of adventures you would have been on, what type of journey you would have had just from you engaging with the talents that you've been given, bro. Like the gifts that have been blessed inside of you. Like how the fuck, like how you gonna wear that one on the chin? I done wore a lot of stuff on the chin in life, but I can't sit up here and wear on the chin. Why you ain't start that podcast? Why you ain't start letting people know how to get in this space better? Why you ain't tell people about this? Why you ain't do this? Why you ain't do that? Cause like, bro, I'm a firm believer, if you aware of something and you know how to sit up here and produce a certain behavior, and you choose otherwise, then you gonna be held accountable. I don't give a fuck if you a child. I don't give a fuck if you adult or whatever. You gonna be held accountable, especially if you continue to move around this space in life like whatever you did don't affect nobody else, or it don't bother nobody, or it just is what it is. Like having that type of mentality, dog, it's not gonna be good for your health, bro. Like, and I feel like that's the type of mentality you got to have to be a scammer, dog, because for you to steal millions and millions of dollars from people, like when these scammers hitting people, dog, they hitting thousands of people at one time. These motherfuckers ain't getting $1 million. Like, yeah, a couple of people getting hit for big assets, but like motherfuckers really ain't getting no million per se from one person, bro. It ain't no one person getting licked like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been hearing about no deals like that. Usually motherfucker getting hit for something big or high like that, you know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers then over leverage, or they sitting over there playing them high risk ass games, and somebody manipulate that shit. A bigger whale than them want to eat their ass up, and patient fucking wealth exchanges, bro. Wealth exchange is very fast, very rapidly in this space. I've seen it with my own eyes, and you got to be careful, dog, because like when that liquidation happened and everything went red, and I was on KuCoin May 19th last year, and I sat there and I watched them things go back and back, bro. I was just in some leverage trade. Now, mind you, I was shorting fucking ETH. I had pulled out my short. This is what I'm talking about exits. Had I had left that shit alone, bro. But that would have been the biggest leverage I ever had. But then again, like shit like that also fucks you up, because I done set up and I done turned like 100 to like $3,000 leverage trading, like just like 2 days straight, just like really like just on that shit, back to back with different trades, jumping in and out, reading the fucking wave and whatever. And I'm thinking I'm doing something. I done studied, I done did all these hours of research, studying on fucking trading view and shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to learn how to read RSI lines. Damn. Trying to learn how to read the MACDs. Trying to learn how to just read a chart in general. Like teaching myself this shit, because like, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of helpful information and stuff out there, but at the end of the day, I done learned like a lot of that information. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of people sit up here and have to apologize for the information that they gave out too. You know? And these is big people that a lot of people is banking on their word. So once I started seeing that, I was like, bro, I can't rely on nobody but myself in this space to sit up here and make better decisions for me and my finances. Because at the end of the day, like, motherfucker will be like, damn, that's sorry, that sucks all day. Very few motherfuckers is sitting up here trying to help you get that bag back. It's very few motherfuckers, and that's another reason why I fuck with Chibi Labs, dog. Cause like even though they not gonna be able to get that man like a mutant back and shit, like that's just like a big ass like a mutant with some fucking ape coin at that. Like the best thing, I mean, it's hard to just let that shit go. It would be nice for a motherfucker to sit up here and get that man his shit back, dog. Like, what, you on some crab ass, creep ass shit. Like, ain't nothing good gonna come from that, man. Them boys gonna get it way worse than anything that they think they sitting up here doing to other people, man. And it's sad that people do that shit, dog. Like, it's really sad that motherfuckers be stealing people hard earned. Like that, man. People use this shit like newbies. Like I was a newbie at the time, but like newbies that enter this space, they use this shit. Like a lot of them use this shit as an investment vehicle. People want to retire off this shit, like cause fucking stocks ain't doing it, dog. Like and ain't nothing else doing it. And then like it's like you see inflation going on, and the fucking U.S. dollar is just like one of the biggest jokes out here, cause they keep on pulling this money out the fucking air. Like, and it has no value unless we in debt. Like, all this shit. Like, bruh, if you can't see how digital money is like supremely important, like Bitcoin is the new gold for more reasons than just saying it, or because that's what color the coin has been signified as. Like, it's legitimately the new gold, and its scarcity makes it even more valuable than gold could ever be. Like gold is scarce too, but then again, like people don't understand like gold also kind of like grows in the earth though. So like it's mine. Like that shit kind of like I don't know. I feel like as long as the earth going, gold gonna keep on going. Now motherfuckers just like overdoing it. Like yeah, that shit gonna die down, but like the earth gonna keep on replenishing gold. Like Bitcoin is like limited. Once that bitch get done mining, that's it. Once the last coin done, it's a wrap, bro. That bitch probably gonna be well over $1 million by then. By the time the last coin minute, that's what a lot of people predicting anyway. They said that bitch was gonna hit 6 figures last year. It almost did. That bitch hit 7. It gave a good run, but then, you know, the whales do what they do, boy. And you get caught in them swings, man. Motherfuckers get tired of having to wait. And then these motherfuckers too, like people be getting mad that be in the space that be done already investing in the space and stuff. But it just dawned on me, you gotta understand these motherfuckers got other information. They able to see this playing field from the skybox, bro. We looking at this shit from the bleachers. So what I mean by that is, like they knowing how many people on board in this space. They knowing how much money is inflowing into blockchain and this technology, Web3 technology. They know all the industry players that are moving, how they moving, dog. Like they are aware of this. You gotta be when you making that much money, dog. Like it's your business to know when the other money is moving around you, because like obviously once you get to a certain point of making this money, like it becomes an addiction. Like you gotta get more. Like that's one thing. Like I'm like all for like throwing to the fucking garbage can. Like I ain't got time to be conscious. Like don't get me wrong. Like I mean I continue. I plan on making residual income. Like that's a fucking fact. Like I'm gonna have passive income like a motherfucker, to where my kids and myself will be taken care of. We'll be straight. But like I mean, at the end of the day, that's the goal. Like just to make sure we straight. I'm be happy as long as I ain't got to be sitting up here stressing about basic necessities. Like dog, like ain't nothing getting cut off, and ain't nothing been cut off, by the way. But ain't nothing getting cut off. Ain't nobody hungry. Everybody got what they want. Everybody got what they need. Everybody looking nice. Everybody feeling nice. And we able to move how we want to move. Like I should be at fucking NYC had I had made my decisions right like last year and shit, and I wouldn't be sitting up here trying to, you know what I'm saying, maneuver my way up there now. But it's all a learning process. So we gonna learn together. We gonna make this shit happen. How long I'm been going? I might kill it at 1:30 because I think my kids want to sit up here and kick it with me. And I'm gonna jump on Spaces later on tonight. Yeah, we gonna wind it down. I'm gonna let it run about 6 more minutes, and we gonna close it out, man. I appreciate y'all for kicking it with me, man. My first fucking episode hosting Web Runners, man. I'm finna make Web Runners a global name, dog. I got plans on dropping merch, man. This is finna be a real deal brand, man. But like I said, it has significant meaning, man. Like I'm planning on making it to where we can create avenues of better healthcare and research for people like my mom, and make it to where, like, especially women of color have somewhere that they can go that they feel safe to get checked out for, like, cause motherfuckers don't be wanting to go to the hospital. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, which, like, people don't be wanting to go to the hospital. People don't be wanting to go get checked out because they think these motherfuckers gonna do something to them, and we need to fix that narrative. Like, when I was growing up, I always felt like, you know what I'm saying, doctors had a creed or whatever, just like police did. You feel me? But nigga, as I got older, motherfucking police, the majority of them that I done came in contact with don't care about no code of ethics or anything of that nature. And it's like, you know, you want me to abide by the law, but you ain't even abide by your own creed. Then doctors, you know what I'm saying, the medical field has become more of a cash cow, just like, you know what I'm saying, incarceration has. Like, both of them two have become more politically motivated and financial vessels for other people's wealth than they have become, you know, situations to where it's beneficial to the whole. You know what I'm saying? Web3 though, like, this shit is beneficial to everybody in life once they figure out how to use it, and once we get rid of these scammers. But I mean, shit, this motherfucker still scamming grannies and shit. Like, they still sending solicitation through letters and email. Like, if you ever check your spam folder, it's a bunch of scams in that bitch every day, all day, bro. Like, they emailing the fuck out of everybody. Like, it went from being paper mail solicitation where they started getting fined for that shit to now they hit your ass up. They trying to get you to call. You just wanted a trip to Jamaica. You you know what I'm saying? You just, congratulations, you just won $1,000 Walmart gift card or Amazon gift card. Put your address and enter your card information so we can send it to you. You got to do some fucking submission. Yeah, don't be out here dumb, family. For real, for real. Don't be out here dumb. Don't be out here taking no chances with your well being, your finances, your family's livelihood, because you more important than that, man. You special. You special to me. You special to yourself. You special to those around you. So don't be sitting out here making no dumb decisions, man. We coming in this space, and I want you. I think I'm gonna do this shit every night. Every night, 9 o'clock. Well, at least I'm putting it like that. Monday through Friday. I'm gonna work out the details after I finish this and I edit it and see how it sound or whatever, and we gonna go from there. But I'm probably gonna be rocking like every night if I ain't in other spaces and stuff, because I know after this one and after people listen, like, I know it's gonna be it's gonna come to where I'm gonna be sought after to come talk on stage more than I am now. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to spread myself around, but not too thin. You know, my shit is my main focus. Like, you know, y'all gonna come and vibe with me, and we go cook up these fucking vibes on Web3 faithfully, baby. I'm still looking at my screen because I'm so infatuated with, like, how everything looking, dog. I'm sorry I ain't been, like, looking all in the screen and stuff and giving the full eye contact and shit. Like, I'm trying to get used to, like, being on the mic and stuff, like how I can position everything. Like I said, once I get my setup right and find my comfort zone and shit, y'all gonna see the production increase. Y'all gonna see how everything gonna do. I'm gonna learn all this shit. Everything's self-taught, man. You better believe that. That's one thing I believe in. Everything's self-taught. It's enough information out here. And you, like, I set up all these socials and everything in the last 24 hours. I was supposed to been do this show, dog, but, like, it was just my vision. It was a certain way, so I felt like I wanted everything to be in a certain manner, dog. I ain't want nobody to sit up here and be like, oh, this nigga, yeah, and y'all probably gonna be like, oh, I can tell it was his first show. But at the end of the day, like I said, if I kept on pushing that shit off, then the shit wasn't gonna get done. But I'm letting you know, I'm live, I'm here, we in the building. It's Chef Crypto Chris, baby. We Red Runners, my nigga. Like, let's get it. For real. I'm gonna work on how we getting everything taken care of. But like I said, this my show. I read it how I want to. It's unscripted. We interactive, baby. Y'all come through episode 2 tomorrow, man. We're gonna be live the same time, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Catch me in the metaverse, baby. Let's fucking go.